Hello? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can't hear through my headset. Alright, we are good to go. Welcome in, everybody. For those that are new here, I am Chaos Wolf. I am a variation streamer. I will play pretty much any genre under the sun besides like sports, racing, and like full fighting games. Kind of my goals as of right now are I want to kind of go back and bring classic, well, I won't say classic, but bring games that I would deem as, well, it's the games that I grew up playing, and I don't think they are, well, I think it's kind of a slept on games, and what I would be referring to was like kind of Knights of the Old Republic, Fable 1, Dragon Age Origin, Legend of Legend of the Dragoon. Those are some examples, right? Like, if you didn't grow up playing them, and you don't have like anybody that knows about them, they might be slept on. And my goal is to eventually go back and replay games like that. So we're talking late 90s, early 2000s time frame. There was a lot of like just fantastic games that were pumped out. So that's kind of my general goal for right now, and I think it's a pretty good one because those are great games. And like I said, unless you have somebody in your like circle that has played them or knows about them because they've either played them or watched somebody else play them, I think they're going to be slept on. And I want to bring games like those back into the light because they are fantastic games, and I think they all deserve like at least a playthrough, right? Like, or an attempt to like give it the old college try. Like, if you try it and it's like, okay, it's not your thing, okay, cool. But I think they should at least be at least given a chance. Why, hello, Kai. How are you today, bud? Hello. What are you up to, man? I already know you're streaming, but what are you up to? Are you doing more of the trails or hell diving? Oh, nice. Just switched the Helldivers 2. What updates did that game get recently? I know there was a patch. How is a patch? Well, let me rephrase that. I thought I heard it got a patch, and if so, how is the patch? Because I think even you've mentioned it, something changing with like weapons, customization. Also, how has your day been, Kai? Have you got any closer to finishing trails or not really? Why? So, the kind of goal for today, right? And I'm going to backtrack a little bit before we get into how everybody's day was, right? So, I am switching my streaming time. So, what I want to do is, I want to do double streams a day, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon. The problem is the way my brain works is if I do try to do an afternoon stream, what ends up happening if I start at like my typical 5:30 is I'll do my stream and then my brain's like, hey, we got to do more work. We're not done yet. And so I go until 8 or 8:30, right? Well, I normally would. I haven't been going to bed until like 10:30, 11:30, 1 midnight. And then I'll sleep until like 4:30, which doesn't give me a lot of time to do what I want. So I'm moving up the afternoon stream to basically 3:30, 3:45, and I'll update my Twitch, a lot of things on Twitch about this later today. See, that's what I mean is I keep going, I need to update this, and there's a lot of things I need to do and I'm still working on, and this is what's leading me to like not do what I want. So I'm moving up the afternoon streams to like 3:30, 3:45. With the hopes that, okay, even if I do 4 hours, right, will put me at 7:30 versus like, it's about an hour difference, but I think it might help. I can set up everything and then hopefully go to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock and then wake up and knock at a reasonable time. Like I'm thinking like 2 o'clock. So if I go to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock, that's at least, 6 hours of sleep. And then, like I said, if I wake up at 2, I can, do an additional morning stream. That way, I can get the 2 streams I want to do a day. Now, I already hear it. Will it be the same game? It can be, it might be, but it might be, like say, Elder Scrolls in the morning and The Division in the afternoon, or The Division in the morning, or and Monster Hunter in the afternoon. One of the 4 game combos. It could be 2 streams of Monster Hunter. It can be 2 streams of The Division. Excuse me. The idea is to get 2 streams. That way, you know, I'm not... It's broadening my horizon of, you know, bringing people to the channel so I can get more people interested in, like I said, bringing back or watching me at least play old games like I said, like Knights of the Old Republic, which I've already done. But it would be like Fable, Star Wars, Force Unleashed, like I said, early, like late 1990s, early 2000 games. So the more people we can bring in, the better. Because like I said, I'm assuming a lot of people, unless they have somebody in their circle that have either played about it or seen somebody stream it already, don't know about them. So I'm trying to increase, you know, the visibility on those games, because like I was saying is, I think that, like, I definitely will say Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 deserve a playthrough. Fable, you know, you can give it a try. Fable, it's funny, it's haha, you can make your character stupid OP, and it's a good time. Now, is it going to be for everybody? No. Do I think Star Wars will be for everybody? Maybe. Dragon Age, so on, right? But the idea is to hopefully bring in more people, so when I do go back to stream these, I'm gonna say, semi-classic games, you know, more people get to enjoy it. And that's kind of goes back to my goal of what I am wanting to do with streaming and all of that. So that's my announcement. Give me a sec. I will catch up now with what... they just updated a battle pass. Okay, guy. Thank you, man. So that is kind of the nitty-gritty behind, like, what is going to be happening soon. It's in the works. I'm going to use this week as a test run to, like, hopefully get my sleep schedule on poop, and then expect, like I said, 2 streams a day. And with those 2 streams, like I said, they might run 3 hours or 4. We'll selfily say we'll do at least the typical 3 hours. And then if I go over, then oh well. But I don't want to tell you guys it's going to be like a 4 or 5 hour stream and it be a 3. So just plan on a 3, and if I go over, cool. The morning might even be a 2.5, just because if I wake up at 2, by the time I shower and get out the door, I might be pushing it, so it might be like a 2.5 hour stream. That way I still have time to do morning prep and get to work on time. Which, for those that don't know, this is basically my last week, and then I kind of am jobless, so expect more streaming. I have resume up to date. I've been putting them out. So I'm working on that. I'm not just sitting here with no plan. So at the current moment, that is kind of what's going on. And yeah, like I said, there's resumes out there. there's other things behind the works that is going on, so hopefully it won't be an issue, but on the off chance it doesn't all work out right, like I don't find a job immediately, that means I'll just stream more. Like, I'll still put in my time, I'll still put in work. I know there's a couple tip agencies around my area that I can check in with, so finding a semi-workable job, I don't think I'll have an issue with. It's going to be the more permanent job. So my schedule, with that said, my schedule might change. I'm just going to prepare for the worst and hope for the best that it doesn't change all that much. But, like I said, if I hear something back and I got a job, cool, we'll adjust schedule need be. And I'll try to still do my 2 streams a day. If I don't hear anything back, I'll stream a little bit more, and I'll have to plan it, like, figure that out, but that's kind of what's going on with me lately and today, so you know, I put some more applications out, so hopefully. But alright, so enough with the doom and gloom. We're not here for doom and gloom. We are here for Elder Scrolls, right? Let's do this. So we're pretty close to, like, main story objectives being done. Oh wait, let me back up. Chat, how is your day? How are you guys doing? How is your week started? Has it been kind of a rough Monday, or has it been a pretty, like, nice, chill Monday? Like, you know, that day where everything just works perfectly and it's like, oh, it's only Monday? Like, oh, the week's only going to get better from here. Or has your week kind of, your Monday morning kind of like, typical grind? Mine actually started out interesting enough. I ended up waking up with both my dogs in bed. You know, that usually doesn't happen because I toss and turn a lot, and they will actually sharing the bed and not just hogging it all. So I didn't wake up with my body halfway, like, crooked. And then, you know, at work today, you know, I took my motorcycle, of course. But today, it was a slow day for us, but one of my coworkers let us use his speaker, so, you know, I just kind of blared country music. And then, you know, after like I think it was like 2.5 hours, I did the most musical, like, weirdest thing I could have probably done outside looking in. Which is, I went from, like, country, like, I would say a lot of it was, like, kind of like lovey songs, to just hardcore scream metal and rock. Like, if you were, like, there, you would be like, oh, if you're a fan of country, you're like, oh, this is great, and then, like, nice, smooth, just, you know, like I said, lovey songs, into just the most growling, screaming metal rock that you've ever, well, like, kind of a norm for that genre, or genre. It was kind of hilarious. Like, like I said, outside looking in, I would be like, what's going on? Like, this is the weirdest, like, transition in music I've ever heard. I definitely considered like throwing on some like Beethoven, you know, just really old music going from there, like Beethoven, maybe some jazz, just to really mess with people. But like, all right, we went from like lovey-dovey country songs to like heavy metal and rock into jazz and Beethoven. Like, what is going on today? But so that was pretty fun. I typically don't get to listen to music because other people have speakers and they're blaring their music. And like I said, I borrowed one of my buddies. So it was a pretty interesting day. It definitely made my day go by super fast. Now, so that's my day. What we plan on doing for Elder Scrolls, right? Is my goal is to finish up. I'm gonna butcher the name, but Stratos Makai. At least the main story. I'm gonna try to get main story and like side quest done. I'm not gonna worry about like the points of interest or the other stuff. Sky Shards, yes. The Mage Book, not really. I think when, like on the weekend, when we can do longer streams, I'll come back and, like complete the area. But like what I want to do is that way we're not staying in one area for like a week. Because I know some areas get massive. And, we're gonna have to do something, otherwise... Well, we have to do something with that, otherwise I feel like we're gonna be in there for a hot minute if I don't kind of limit our activities. So, kind of the goals on that will be like, Sky Shards, mini bosses, or public bosses. Side quests, we'll pick them up as we go, and then like... Depending on like if we're about to end the area's like main quest, then we might go back and finish those up. I'll try to do them as we do the main quest, but like I said, some of these areas are just massive and very time consuming. It's an MMO, like surprise, surprise. But that's kind of my goal or my objective on Elder Scrolls. Like I said, that way we're not setting in an area for a week at a time. And then probably on the weekends I'll do like catch up on side quest. So kind of more of main story on the weekend or week, and then side quest on the weekend. It's all gonna be as we play, because like this shouldn't take us too much longer to like finish. At least Storm Makai's or Stratos Makai. So, that is my plan with the Elder Ring. So what our build is starting to look like is some pet use, and then your crystal is it frag? Yeah, crystal fragments, and then haunted curse, and then endless fury. That's the three major ones. And then, like I said, we got the pet. Lightning form is there just to build up storm calling. Well, I mean, that, and it has a pretty significant buff to it. Makes us move a little bit faster. Also, gives us a physical buff, and it increases our total defense for both physical and magical by almost 6,000, so it's a pretty good buff. So we got into it yesterday morning. So what I'll do, or what my plan is to do for my actual build setup, is I'm going to have basically all my attacking skills on one bar, and then kind of my buffing skills or damage or the dots on another bar. So I think you get the access to your second weapon set and bar at level 15. It could have changed, I'm not sure. It's what it used to be back in the day. So we'll see how that works out, but like I said, that is kind of the plan, is have my major attack spells on one bar, and then like I said, haunting curse would go on to a second bar. It's in the storm calling. Lightning form would be also on the back bar. Pets. So pets are tricky. Can you do it? Yes. Is it pretty viable? It depends on who you ask, because so what you can do is you can put a pet on both your bars, and what that will do is you only have to summon the pet one time, and then you can switch between the two bars whenever you want, and you don't have to re-summon the pet. The downside to that, right, is you're taking up basically 2 slots for a one skill, because it's one for
care to bargain?
You're taking up a slot unnecessarily, in my opinion. That's my take on pets. But you do you, play however you want. That's my opinion on that. It feels like you're taking up a spot, though. But I mean, if you build your build around pets, then absolutely that is the way to go. That way you don't have to resummon them when you want to switch to grab 2 skills. You could do your AoE on your back bar too, and then your single target on your front bar, and then your pet will never disappear. So I mean, that is a viable option. You could absolutely run it that way as well. but we continue. We actually focus up here, and we get this part knocked out. We need to rescue 3 people.
Come, do your
Which I want to say, for us to do that, we're going to need a outfit. But I'm also trying to figure out where that sky shard is. I know it's around here, I'm just needing to get to it. We're gonna help them. So that is a Dragonite. Oh, there it is. I see it now. That's what that class would be. It kind of wants to play like a tank, but you don't necessarily have to play it like a tank.
Oh, you aren't at all what I was expecting.
Oh, I was like, where is it? Hold on one sec, I want Sippy. Alright. There she is. We talked to her.
What brings you to this trash pit? Sneak up on you? That's what I do. Now answer my question. What are you doing here?
I am here to help you out. Also, I need help with the heist. If you can help us out in return, that would be great. I would appreciate it.
Oh, charming. The maiden's wrecked on the sandy shore. As for crafty Larissa, you found her. Just in time, too. Captain Helene's sea drakes have my crew. I won't leave without them. Help me rescue them, and I'll owe you a favor.
We help. We definitely...
We're going to disguise my crew as sea drakes. Take these clothes. Look for a portly Breton, a sour red guard, and a big orc. The drakes are keeping them in the large buildings. Once they're out, meet me by Helene's ship. Look for hampers with clothes, or kill a sea drake and take theirs. Put on their clothes and you'll look just lovely. Oh, do watch out for the sea drakes with torches. They're not drunk. If you get too close, they'll spot you and alert the others.
We understand.
Remember, you can take clothes from hampers or off-dead sea drakes.
We do upgrade class. Quit slotting.
And try not to get killed.
Oh, that's the tip. I was like, we've been doing that game. What do you mean? It's unlockable, but no, okay. I misread for a second. It's like, we've been doing that. But no, that's the tip, so. Everything in the magic. Now. Now you start to see the issue with choices, because I don't know what I want to really take at the moment. I lie. we're gonna increase our magic pool by, you know, 800. That's not bad. Nothing to scoff at. Let's see what else. I think we might take in case and switch it out with lightning form. Simply just because that way, actually, yeah, we'll do it because Rune Prison, let me remember, imprisons an enemy in a constricting sphere of dark magic. After a short duration, they are stunned for. Okay, so that's not much better. I was gonna say so we can level up our dark magic, but the two I would want is either Dark Exchange or Dark Minds. Those would be two we take. Let's see what this does. Interrupt spells, putting the caster off balance reduces costs as a deals. I think we'll take that. That's a pretty good one. So I. We'll hold on to skill points because I know Wall of Elements is pretty good, but really what we want is weakness to elements. That would be a pretty good passive. That would also be on our back bar. What level do we need? 20. Where are we at? 19. So, when's Destructive Touch? 14. So, you know, what the heck? We're gonna take False Pulse. And we are going to take we'll take Wall of Elements. That way, like I said, we can get the Destruction Staff pretty high up on that level, or help it with its progression of so that's what that wall does, and it makes a nice AoE. Like you can use that when you have like giant mobs of enemies. And it's super useful because they just gather up. So I'll show you what I mean, right? We'll try to grab as many as we can. And then we'll use... Nope. Wrong skill. Still wrong skill. Alright, cool. Ow. So now if we get them to come this way, right? They take damage, so the more we just dance around this area and they have to run into it, we can recast it and they just stand there, take damage. Like I said, enemy, your pet does despawn if it takes too much damage. And I really wish you could pick which way you go with it. With the wall, but it's pretty much vertical. And then, like I said, if it fights your pet while it's inside your wall, then it's gonna, excuse me, it's going to continue to damage them. So it's a pretty useful skill. It definitely, like I said, so pop it, and then you can set there. It just does, I mean, it's 800 points of free damage, in my opinion, as long as you keep them in there. So that's, it's free damage. Like, I don't know what more you want. Uh-oh. No, our pet. Oh. I was about to say what's a level 46 doing in here, but you probably got sidetracked. It's very easy to do. Or what happened was she came back to the area for his own reasons. Maybe finish off some quests, get some sky shards, or just to help people out.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Thank the eight! I thought I'd die in here! Helene came by not long ago. Told me to look forward to a public flaying. Then she beat me bloody, laughing the whole time. She's one cold witch!
Let's get you out.
Stay
Don't
away
worry,
from Helene.
we'll get our revenge.
She's a monster!
We will have our revenge. So, ultimately what I want to do with the I think we have fixed the technical difficulties. I'm sorry if I didn't notice that sooner. But, you know, at least I've learned from it, and okay, looks like it's fixed now. So, like I said, I'm sorry. I don't know how long that was. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Maybe a couple minutes. I'll have to check the VOD. But I will say I am happy. Well, it's a bitter happy, right? I've had that happen like once or twice, and I didn't have everything set up correctly, and I had to like stop stream then restart stream. I now can actually get it to, I have it set up now correctly, so, like I said, it's a bitter happiness because it means, if it happens again, we can come back. I don't have to stop stream and then restart. That I feel is like kind of rough on everybody, so that's my bittersweet of it, but it works. I'll just have to keep an eye on it a little bit better because it hasn't had that problem before. So, well, it has, but
How can I help
happened months, like a month ago. Excuse me. Deposit. Oh, we can actually learn that. Ugh. I want the mount, but I don't think we're gonna get it. No, we're not. I decide I have 14 hours. Ooh, maybe. No. I need 10 more, so. Yeah, I think we're gonna miss that mount. No! What is the other thing, though? I can't see. Oh, I can't see. I think that one might be something we can do. We'll have to see. Right. I want to get rid of some items in my inventory that I can. Kind of get rid of some of the food too. When I say get rid of, I just mean throw it in the bank. The good old banky bank. So, I can't do it. Nope. Okay. What weapons do you guys like? Let me back that question up 2 seconds. So, what are your guys' favorite classes to play in the Elder Scrolls Online? Because we've seen a Dragon Knight and we've seen a Warden. I say we've seen it because I don't know exactly when the stream froze. And I don't know if you caught the Warden and the Dragon Knight, so. But if it did catch that, cool. What would you say is your favorite class, though, to play? I get that some classes do certain jobs a little bit better, a little bit. From what I understood, it was each class is supposed to be able to do each role with not a real noticeable difference, but from what I've heard, there is some classes that are kind of slightly, and we're talking like marginally slight, better at like one or the other. Sorry, one of the 3 roles. Mine, out of what I have played, so I played the Templar up until like us defeating Moloch, Baal, Bull, and kind of the halfway through the first DLC and well, I won't even say halfway, like a quarter of the way, and Imperial City. So I have a lot of time with the Templar. I completely messed up what it was supposed to be in like my class on that, and I had to reset like 4 times. But what I wanted was I was trying to do a hybrid of DPS, tank, healer, all in one. That was my ultimately, like, that was the ultimate goal I had, was just a hybrid for a single player campaign of like just a massive unit of a character. Like I said, if you can tank, DPS, and heal pretty well, that's great. And it worked for PvE. It 100% did. Besides raids and the harder difficulty. At that point, it would became obvious that I had my attribute points and my skill lines and points too spread out, and I couldn't actually do a decent amount of like harder fights because of it. And I was kind of stubborn back in the day, and I was like, no, it's fine, I can do this. But so I will say, you know, kind of keep that in mind. Like, yeah, you can do somewhat of a like hybrid build, but just know, and like, it's the hardest difficulty like fights, it might be an issue. Like, you might not actually get to do it. Like, you might have to sit down and actually go, alright, well, I'm gonna be a tank or a healer or a DPS. And you can, like, by all means, still, like, do decent damage as a tank. What I'm talking about is, like, a lot of your kit is more towards mitigation and aggro. And then, like, yeah, you have like 2 or 3 buttons that let you do haha funny damage, right? Right, we need to be working on our weaving, mister. We do. We absolutely do. So, when I'm talking about weaving, right, what I'm referencing to, and I'll try to do it here in a second when we fight an enemy. Okay, we're pretty close to where we need to be. Yeah, so weaving is when you go like this, and then... Wrong one. Yeah. So, like, you weave that into your, in-between skills.
Welcome sight. I've rescued everyone but Crenard, Hairden, and Meekog. Any luck? Almost done then. Everyone's out except my first mate, Deragor. They've got him in the belly of Helene's ship. You'll find the keys below deck. Look for Deragor down and back.
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. She isn't the captain, but I feel like if we don't show her, like, utmost urgency, she might just, you know, stab us herself.
I'll be visiting Helene in her cabin to thank her for the hospitality she's extended my crew. Come on up after you release Deragor. You should really say hello.
Okay.
Her cabin girl had a key. Poor little Bosmer lass. Barely any meat on her bones. I think Helene was starving her. She's on her way to Port Hunding now, and I'm 1 key richer.
Keys are important, guys. They are.
I'll be visiting Helene in her cabin to thank her for the hospitality she's extended my crew. Come on up after you release Deragor. You should really say hello. Good trick, that. Did I really disguise myself as a fern? Or did you see a fern because you weren't looking close enough?
I want to say you disguise yourself as the object. Like, you are a sneaky lady. Very crafty, which goes into your name. Alright, so... right, crap. What do you think we should name our, Daedric summon? I feel like we should give him a name. I'm thinking Spike, but that's not original. Like, I mean, he's got spikes on him, so... I mean, it's really not original. But what's a good name, do you think, to call our friendo here? He doesn't... No! Yeah. I'm trying to think of a name for him. Like I said, mine is Spike. Like, I kind of want to call him Spike, but I'm a simpleton on naming. Hold on, Sippy. I am back. Sippy is delicious. But yes, back to our name, right? Like, how about, I can't name him Spot because I feel like Spot is overused. Oh crap. Dino Boy? No. Like I said, that's even worse than Spike, in my opinion. What to name our Daedric summon? That is the question of today. Actually, there we go. Spike or... Wait. What about Mega Me? I'm saying that because he's a summon. Right? He kind of has spiky hair. I don't know. My brain kind of went to like maybe from like JJK, but I get that that's not a fair representation of him, but he's over here tail whapping people, so. And healing. No, you're right. That is a horrible name. For our petto, our friendo. Ah, crap. I'm very happy that, you know, that, like, indication happens way before the skill. Instead of, oh, here's an indication there's AoE about to happen. And then it just popped, right? Instead of... You see it and it's immediately like a frame later. It's coming out. I like that it still has a build up. We need to do something about my inventory. Because from the side. Thunder. Thunder. Oh crap. Whoa, 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 sir. We do not swing giant asses inside of a building, okay? It's unsafe. Somebody could have lost an eye. Then how would you feel, sir? Rude. So rude. I expected more from you pirates. I'm still trying to think of a name here, but I'm not coming up with anything. We can't name him Sid. Sid's overtaken. Or is overused. Like I said, Spiky, I feel is like kind of common. Yeah, we want to destroy that. I don't want to call him like my actual dog's name. It's a tough choice. Like, what would you name a Daedric summoning? Like, what would be a good name for it is my question. How much money do we have? Oh, okay. We have a lot. Like a crap ton. Well, I say a crap ton, but, you know, it's less than 1 million. So, we're not that well off. We're just slightly a little bit. Sorry, I'm really paranoid about the stream freezing again and not catching it sooner. I keep looking over at that. I'm like, I've done it on. So the last time that's happened is when I like. It was my Knights of the Old Republic 2 run. So, and it was the most annoying part. Oh, that's right. It was my Knights of the Old Republic 2 run. It was on the planet Nashada. Yeah. Yep. Now I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I was like stumbling through.
Who in oblivion are you?
Like the quest and all that to like meet certain people and do certain things, and I was like, oh hey, you know, I went down and I said something or did something, and I was like, oh whoa, now you guys went down, and then I looked over to see if anybody in chat wrote anything, you know, just keeping an eye on it, and I realized it then. Literally was talking with a screen frozen for 2.5 hours, so I lost so much footage in like it just felt bad. So now I'm kind of paranoid because it up until then hasn't done it again.
Yeah?
So
I knew she got away. Helene said she was being keel-hauled and beaten, but I knew better. They don't call my captain crafty for nothing. Get me out of these ropes and let's get out of here.
you got yourself a
Captain
deal.
Larissa never leaves anyone behind. Make sure she's safe.
I want off this island too. I completely forgot they respawned. Crap. Come stand in the AoE, guys. Yeah, haven't you ever heard the saying, stand in fire, DPS higher? It's a thing. It's a workable thing, right? No? Okay. I don't think they've heard of it. And more about the 80 items. Feels bad. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Level 12. Hey, that was perfect timing. The game knew. Or I knew I was about to gain a level.
Wait. You're not mine. What have you... Did you poison me?
Why, Captain?
We would never poison you.
Got you like a
Don't be
stuck
over
pig.
dramatic.
Cut your eyes out. Roast you.
She might have, but we wouldn't have.
Like you did my crew? That won't happen again. Oh, she fell down.
She can stay down. Like, from what I've heard, just really talking to your crew. Like, I'm not gonna save her. I kind of remember this part, but yeah, no, she can just
My, that felt good.
have fun with that poison.
Me? Did I do that? Her starving little cabin girl may have poisoned her drink. Who can say? Did Daragor get out?
Yes, he did. He is
I'll just be
free.
going then. I
We
told my
know-
crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there and we'll square up.
We have freed them. We are expecting you to help us with our heist now.
Oh, it's yarn root. A very nasty local poison. It won't kill her. Not right away. It starts by dissolving the stomach lining, then goes from there. I'd love to stay and watch, but no time. You can stay if you like. It's actually her poison, kept for slaves who disobey.
Okay, yeah, she
There's
can
an
just die.
antidote on the dresser if your heart bleeds enough.
She's really getting a taste of her own medicine. No? Okay. That's fair. I admit that was not my best, joke. We level up. Ooh. Oh. God dang it. Stop giving me the tip. I want the rewards than the tip. And we got a dungeon run out of it. Wall of Elements is level 3, which isn't bad. What do I need? Oh, that's what I was after. Is weakness to elements. Level 20, we're at... Oh, we're not even close. No! Right. We just leave. She had to come into her. Couldn't be helped. Oh, you know why I'm yawning already, but okay. Boom. So, what we'll do is what I want to do is hopefully like work on it's stockpiling crafting items, and then that way when we get serious about crafting on this class, it's very much easily acceptable.
My crew's safe, and only a little bit tortured. I call that a win.
Just a tad. Just a small tad. They didn't say some horrific stuff, but yeah, just slight tad torture, and that's it. That's all. Yeah, okay, Whitey.
Many a captain who sails these waters will be glad of that news. Now, let's talk favors. I owe you a big one.
I mean, big is going out there. I feel like you were going to try to rob him to begin with.
She's a bit too obsessed with old Faharajad for me, but I like her style. Seeing as I need a new ship, gold will come in handy. I'm in. Can't let what you did for us go unrewarded. See you back in town.
Yippee! We did it. We did it! We now all have I lied. We didn't do it. My inventory stopped us from this happening.
Anything I can do?
Excuse me. Like I said, I don't know why I'm yawning as much as I am. Like, typically, I'm pretty solid after work. So we're going to get rid of any of the gear that is the lowest level, so like these. Oh, that one I actually wanted. It has a trait on it, that's why we got it back. We can sell one. You gain ultimate, you have a basically 19% chance to gain one additional ultimate. Yeah, it's give or take the same. Why is the level 3 okay. I don't understand that, but that's fine. Alright, let's try this talking thing again.
I thought they were all dead. Glad to find it isn't so.
The sea drakes will fall apart without Helene. They'll be at each other's throats in a day. She's a bit too obsessed with old Faharajad for me, but I like her style. Seeing as I need a new ship, gold will come in handy. I'm in. Can't let what you did for us go unrewarded. See you back in town.
We did it. We actually did it this time. I forgot that if you have a mat's inventory full when you try to accept quest items, it's not gonna give you. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I'm really yawny today. We go hit with this way shrine. So, you can hit way shrine from anywhere. It just costs more gold. Which, I mean, yeah, it's faster, but more gold. So until you get kind of to the point where gold itself isn't really a big option. Well, let me rephrase that. So so even if you got a decent amount of gold, my recommendation would be go to the way shrine and then use it that way, because the price does get up there more and more. Like it definitely can be a costly fee, if you will. But we are now, well, I won't say main story is done. We are close. I would say, 85% of the way done. But I almost want to go do that new dungeon we had. Or that dungeon we gained. The level 10 one? Yeah. Oh. So, way shrines, if you go from way shrine to way shrine, it's free. If you go from, like, say here to here, it's gonna cost money. Yeah, but mainly better off just going to a way shrine and transferring than transferring from the open map. I'm still know there's other side quests in here. I just don't know why it's not open yet.
This Dwemosphere still has some missing pieces. If you find...
Oh wait, I already got it. It's the little gearheads that we've been running around collecting.
Tired of sitting here, my lord. We should head to Saint's Port. This waiting rots my limbs and wearies my mind.
There's scum over there.
Good to see you back in one piece. Hey, the captain's looking for you. Thanks to your work, we can go ahead with the heist. We've even got a few extra sailors clamoring to join our crew. You should talk to the captain upstairs.
I remain and will pray for patience.
Yippee! We have a base of operations. It's a pretty significant part, actually. But so I don't remember if we get to... No.
We've got a crew to rival the legends.
That was bad.
Time to make some money. Don't you agree? Now we're ready for the real challenge, the heist. The target's Bosek. That slimy bastard's finally going to get what's coming to him. We're going to steal his sailing logs. His sailing logs are the key to our fortune, friend. They're the records of every ship that's docked here, every stolen cargo they've unloaded, and every illicit payment made to Bosek.
I need 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Those records are worth a fortune to King Vaharajad. They're written proof that Bosek has violated the king's order to stop raiding Breton shipping. With those papers in hand, the king can threaten to destroy Bosek if he doesn't stop.
I'm back. The war called. Actually, I had to use the bathroom. I said that, and then I realized what's kind of going on in the world. I was like, meh, that might be a bad thing to say at the moment, so. But yes, I am back. I've returned. Trying to do some minor adjustments to the mic, but we continue. The Kings agreed to pay you for them?
Absolutely. His envoy is on the dock now, waiting. As soon as we turn over the sailing logs, he gives us a fortune in gold. The trick will be getting into Bosek's palace, stealing the logs, and getting out with them. That's your job.
I feel like a fortune's maybe like 1,000 gold.
First, you need a servant's disguise to get into the palace. The papers are in a lockbox on the top floor. Bosek has the only key. Slip this powder into his drink, then grab the key.
This sounds too easy. Surely something's gonna go wrong.
The lockbox is always guarded. The guard's not bright, but he'll raise the alarm if anyone tries to open the box. Deal with him quietly. No stabbing. Lambour and I will have the ship ready to sail when you return with the papers.
Excuse me. Oh, woohoo. There is so many choices. So many. Here's like, just for people wondering. So you can do costumes, right? I didn't mean to get into this, but it had a notification, so we just did it. But some of our stuff, right, like, you can look pretty neat. There's requirements to it, but you can dress like that person, so like, oh, that Golden Saint, okay, right, like, you get it by reaching Champion 20. You get this one for reaching 160. I don't know why, but yep. What about this? Like, okay, you can look like that, which honestly, for our mage, might not be that like bad looking. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, that's looking pretty neat. What about research? No. Okay, we done messing around. Oh, that's not good. Collections, appearance, costumes. Oh, that was a cool ability, but okay, so you just have to click it on and then you can click it back off if you want to go back. Okay. Crafty.
Quite the motley crew, aren't we?
I won't say motley, right? That's kind of rude. We are definitely like the best crew, though.
She's right. You need a disguise to get anywhere near Bosek. Fortunately, you have me. Just say the word and I can have servant clothes waiting for you at the palace.
Absolutely.
My pleasure. Meet me outside
Jakar.
It's a wonderful day for a sailing trip, isn't it, friend? Especially if it gets me off this rock before Bosek chops off my head.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal, man. Like,
Bosek keeps the key around his neck, cinched steel. I'll get the key off Bosek. Meet me out back. Get your disguise and meet me out back. Leave Bosek to me.
I mean, why don't you just kill him and take the key?
Oh, yes. Hello.
Like, I feel like that would solve a lot of people's problems.
Did you know the Dwemer had devices to rapidly mince fruit? I can offer help with the guard, perhaps. You wish to deal with him quietly, correct?
Super quietly, yes please, thank you. Much appreciated.
I removed this device from Clanker. When pressed, it produces quite the incapacitating shock. If you would test it, let me know if there are any links.
Whoopee! What I just now noticed is, like, my journal is not matching up with, what quest we want. This one, it's such a pain to do. You have to go someplace to do some things. We're gonna do, like, knock out these side quests. We're pretty close to, like, finishing up this area, so we might as well. We got the time. I want to try to get the side quest done. You know what? That is one I would like to do is keep the side quest up there. I want to go over there. I completely forgot about it. So we have to go through there to get to there. Cool. So these are guild shops, right? Like, not that one. Is it? Yes. So these are guild shops.
How can I help you?
If you're in a guild or you're the guild master or vice master, you can bid on it, right? Like, to bid on that trailer, minimum bid would be 10k. Easily 10k. Positives to building or bidding on like an area like this is you kinda can get money for like high-end items ish, right? Like, so if we're talking new players, like, so for example, myself in this occasion, well, new players, and when I'm referring to that is like actual brand new, not returning players. Let's actually split that definition up between me and them. So, returning players like myself, we have a little bit more, but when you beat the main story of like the original game, you can go through the other two alliances' story and redo it. So if you didn't start here to begin with, well, you come back here and you should have a decent amount of money, and then you could do it. But let's see what, like, let's take a peek.
This one has what you
Let's see what Slayer Corpse has to offer, right? Might be something good, might be something not. We'll see. Okay, so they're definitely in the CPs for sure, and it looks like what they did was make it available to grab low-end crafting items with training. Wait, no. What's like just random? That's dungeon. Okay, so it kind of. I want to say these are craftable weapons. And, I mean, some have great value. And like I said, the CP might simply be because they're, I don't know. It wouldn't be helpful to new players. Okay, let's look at what else is here. So, again, this like made sense, right? Like, if you're working on trying to get your crafting down and developed, like stuff like that's helpful. And I mean, right, like they're making a decent chunk. Well, I say decent chunk, it's 200 gold, which isn't much, but it is a way to make some gold. You don't need a lot into what equipment that you're just trying to get the trait research down. So then we got some researches, or not researches, recipes at a pretty fair price. Wow, even this is pretty fair. Like, absolutely. So, like, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Yes. That's a pretty good buy, honestly. Redguard we already have. No. But yeah, like you can kind of want to check them often. Alright, now we're getting into the high amounts, right? Like we all saw that. It's like kind of like, so this is your give or take beginner stuff up here. Or I would say beginner stuff, and then this is where we're starting to get into later content in DLC. Mats, nothing should be too expensive here. Yeah, so you can throw in mats that you don't want instead of just destroying them. You can like sell them and crafters will get them. Glyphs, components, miscellaneous. Let's see what's... Oh, so gems. Okay. So, not that bad. From what I saw and know about this game, a lot of those pricings were fair. Which is always good to see. Like, it looks like maybe the gouging of items has stopped. Okay, so we're helping him find his sword. I kind of remember where I need to go for this. It should be this way and to the right, if I remember correctly. And there should be a monster we have to fight for it. Where are you, buddy? I know you're not that, like, hidey hole. Like, this is pretty straightforward. Where is he? Okay, but where? Like, you're not anywhere near here. It's very vague right now. Because from what I remember, this isn't a tough quest to finish. Really is not. It's pretty cut and dry, so I don't... oh. And as we gather stuff, please grab all the items. And that means when you do open bot or lock boxes, please take them all. Like, and it could change again relatively. Oh, there he is.
I had an awful battle with some monsters over this way.
But so if you see loot boxes or like your resource nodes, please take everything if you're gonna grab it, because it takes it longer to respawn.
Go on without me. I have to do something over here.
So don't like open a box, take like what you want, and then not take everything else. Like, take everything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got it. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Nice. Where did he go? There he is. Okay, cool. Cool.
Just seeing my father's old sword fills me with courage. I can do this, I think.
You got it, man. We believe in you.
I was, preparing the bait. The beast won't come out of the water without this. At least, that's what Mother said. Now we lure out the monster and kill it. Well, here we go. Please stay close.
He ran off so quick. Oh,
careful
wow.
Now. Those mud crabs are tough.
Mud crabs are tough? Yeah, okay. Oh, they are tough. They're tough. That one took like 15k or 1500 points.
There it is. Good luck.
It be the spider. Snake. Why did I say spider? Don't ask me, okay? I'm confused on why I call it a snake a spider. I can tell different animals, okay? I openly am gonna say this. Is I do know the difference between a spider and a snake. I do. I promise you I do. You know, there's one thing I want to change. Template, that's not what I'm after. No. No. So what I'm trying to do is update my UT board, or like the like, just some things, it makes more sense because I am bad at explaining it, but it's like, auto loot off, auto loot. It's for combat too, so I'm not. Oh, hey, look, combat. Autumn ability bar, yes. Ability bar timers off, on. Resource numbers. We'll have a look at it. Ultimate on. Let's see. Shows damage and healing amounts in the world near targets on. Outgoing on. Outgoing damage on. Pet damage on. So this is just like improving, like what you give. It's giving you more feedback. Incoming. Here we go. Buffs. All on. Target buffs on. Permanent buffs. So, with from others off, we want that on. The reason we want like show debuffs applied by others on is when you get into raids, which is what I'm about to show you guys. Well, not raids, dungeons, but it lets you see like the debuffs your allies use. So we'll just go with that always on. So like I said, from others, you want to know because, like, say, let's just say, actually, I'll show you what I mean. So it's part of our destruction staff, your weakness to elements, right? Say somebody else applies this to a boss you're fighting. It's not going to do you any good to reapply. Well, I mean, you can reapply it, right? But that's a waste of resources. If there's this already on the boss, or it's not on the boss, you'll know. So that's just a great benefit to you. Because like I said, would you rather guesstimate, or would you be like, oh, weakness to elements, does this boss have it on it? No, it doesn't. And then you can flip to your back bar, forward bar, whatever you have it on, and hit it. And then it will, like, that way, if everybody else has their stuff set up this same way, they'll also go, okay, I don't have to worry about applying a debuff to it. Somebody else already did it. So that's resources that go to attacking, healing, whatever. So what it will kind of look like is, okay, so we got our buffs. Right? We got our pet out, and then we got, because I did do the ESO plus, it's showing the little gold icon. Okay? Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Now we're going to hit with fire. So now we can see like percentage wise. And then you can see like the debuffs this monster had now on it, right? And that's a huge benefit because it literally shows you what it is. And that's just beneficial. That will help you out in dungeons, raids, PvP, stuff like that. Hold on, my phone's about to die. No! It's how I play on that spots and see chat, so give me a sec. Alright, I am back, and I am ready.
You found my sword. Thank you. I want to be a warrior and make Mother proud, but I also love smithing. What do you think? Should I become a warrior or a smith?
Sir, you are not made out to be a warrior, like...
You said it. I'm not fighting anymore. I'll make weapons for others. Mother will just have to get used to it.
Yeah, like
Thanks
there's...
for everything.
We don't need... Yeah. We don't need you fighting, please. Just make the weapons. Make them great.
Come see me in Port Hunding.
You just make us the weapons. We will do the fighting. Take a second. Oh. I'm so happy I remembered to change my I want to say it's interface. Because I am now loving the fact I can see the percentage. That's not a new thing. You could always have done that from what I remember. Just a great benefit. So, like I said, you can do this, right, if you don't want to find a waystone. The only problem with it is you go through money fast. That's the biggest issue. As it definitely burns through your gold pretty quickly. And that feels awful, honestly. Like, there's nothing worse than, I think, like, burning through gold. Unless you have it, then, you know, do you, man. You got, like, why I say it is, right, like, perfect example. So now you're doing 300 gold. So, like, your first one's pretty cheap. The ones after, not so much. You will burn through gold. So, it's just easier to go to a waypoint and then teleport. You save so much money on gold. Also, we do get mounts, so, like, it's not overtly bad. Like, there's plenty of ways to get around. Oh, no. Yeah. By the way, that wall is pretty big, like. you definitely get a pretty sizable defense. Well, it's a defense, but it's not, right? It's great for setting down another burn fet or an AoE dot. Sorry, you're setting a dot damage over time. So there's our dot. I'm pretty sure fire, I don't even remember what burn looks like as a status effect. Wait, do we have skill points? Woohoo! Alright, the devastate an enemy with a hands charge from your staff dealing. So I feel like this is pretty nice, but I feel like this is better. We're gonna take it and we're gonna assign it to our false pulse and see. Okay, that's wall. What it does exactly. We just need an enemy. It might have been a bad call, right? Like, I can honestly say it might have been. We're about to find out. Here we go. Oh, that's a burn. Okay, so, I found our burn. Okay, so that skill was not a bad idea. We very much just found out not a bad skill. So, good experiment. Oh, that just now becomes... Okay, so what does this do? Okay. So, yeah, that was a bad idea to morph that, but okay. How's our wall looking? It's almost morphable. Cool. So we talked to him. So we're skipping this one because of how much of a pain it is to do. We'll go here. Okay, so no, we'll take talking to him. And then we'll hit up the main story quest. That is our plan of attack for right now.
The little rat is all yours. The little rat is all yours.
Okay, well, let me start doing it then. It's so cute. Look at it. Look at it. You cannot tell me that's not just the cutest thing. It's a monkey. 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 I get it. Wait on. Follow the monkey. So what we'll do, as a treat, after main story, we will do one dungeon. Like I said, as a treat. Beneath a layer of grit, engraving marks the void as... I'm not trying to pronounce his name. I'll take this. Did he lose anything else? Monkey looks at you expectantly as you pull the sword out of the sand. You know, I'm not really seeing sand here. Oh, that's why. Okay. Where is it, buddy? Oh, there it is. Bottle of rum. We go this way. Come on, monkey. Monkey. Where are you, buddy? Oh, we forgot to pull that. Give me some nice wood before we, So, oh, I should probably touch on that, your resource nodes will level up depending on your zone. It's not dependent on your crafting level. It's 100% dependent on your zone. So, like, the maple that we're cutting up now, we're in a beginner zone. Whoa, hey now, hey, whoa. Because we're in technically a beginner zone, we're gonna have maple. Excuse me. Now, as we level up, go to different areas and all of that, the
You again.
resource node does level up as well.
Yes, my family brewed this rum, and my father's ring. It's coming back to me. My old blade, and my lucky dice. Now I remember. I'd even forgotten my dear companion, Cowie.
Cowie? No, not going to try to pronounce that.
I'm still fuzzy on that. I was bound for Daggerfall when pirates hit us. I think I was thrown overboard in the battle.
Gosh dang pirates. You monsters. At least you have your belongings complete. We got 1.2k worth of XP for that. Alright. So, and like I said, the best way to level up your skill lines is have one set for each slot. And I mean, okay, so let's backtrack a little bit on that. So, if you wanted to, nope, run one. Like, you wanted to make this fast, because I go back to our Daedric summoning is higher than our dark magic, right? And this was the first skill we unlocked. Like, 100% first skill. So if you're like, oh well, why isn't this higher than your digit summoning that we unlocked the like not that far, not that much later behind it, right? But it's level 17. Why is this the same level as that, right? So the more you have on your bar, the faster you become proficient with it. AKA, we have digit summoning, and for the longest time, we had the haunting curse. So it leveled up our digit summoning. Oh, by the way, we also now have, well, actually, we have two. We'll take out the, like, digit curse. We still have summon Storm Atronach. That is another summoning. So, again, we have two. Our defensive staff now has two, so hopefully that will get the levels pretty quickly, because like I said, what I want is weakness to elements. And then we can, so I'll give you a breakdown of how I'm seeing skills line up right now. This will be on our back bar. This will be on our forward bar, back bar. Doubt I'll take it. Forward, both of these will be my forward bar. Lightning Form will be my back bar, like Endless Fury will be my forward bar. So, Crystal Fragmentations, at least the Haunting Curse will be on there. Endless Fury, right? Destructive Touch. So there's 4 attack spells. Now for a back bar, when I get it, would go Wall of Elements, Lightning Form. So there's 3, and those would be my passive, like, buffs. Not passive buffs, like my debuffs and buffs, along with an AoE, or not an AoE, dot. And then if we get Lightning Splash, then it would also go on my back bar. That's kind of like what I'm looking at build-wise right now. Excuse me. We go take care of this. Also, we gain more XP. And like I said, once I finish the main quest, right? And I think that's what that, so a top marker should be your main quest. Then you got your wave shrines, sky shard, points of interest, and your mage's book. Which when I mean the mage's book is, so throughout Tamriel, you're gonna find blue books. That is what you need to increase your mage's skill line when you unlock it. Boom. Oh. Storm Calling level 15. Nice, 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 nice. We're getting places. We're doing the thing. I really wish that it would take it up to 100. Or I wish that like as you leveled up your skill line, it would give a small little boost to your overall skill set. So like what I'm talking about in that instance would be like you hit level 50, your skills in this skill line get like a 2.5 crit chance more, or get a 10% buff to damage once you hit, say, like, oh, look, there's a warden. Or I think that's a necromancer. No, I'm pretty sure that's a warden. Also, with resource nodes, you have to share them. So, how he took those rune stones, yep, it's kind of a fight night, but at the same time, it's not. Like, they spawn relatively quick, so you don't have to fight over them. But, like, in some places, people get mad because they have farming routes they take to quickly gather resources. And resources, like, even if you don't want to do anything with crafting, right? Even just gathering resources, you can make a decent chunk of gold. Because, like, the crafters will want that item, and they'll pay a fair amount. So, also, I need to BRB. I'm back, I'm just getting comfy. I do not recommend getting old, it kind of is poop. One sec. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Like I said, getting old, I would not recommend it. It's not the funnest. But we are about to finish up this area, and then we'll, as a treat, we got something. Right, as a treat. We'll go to the new area, but find group, sorry.
One never knows what's going to happen when working on Dwemer devices.
Got a dungeon open. Thought it was the maybe not. Maybe we don't get that treat. No.
Now throw the lever, and we will see what happens.
Oh, I thought I definitely thought it said we unlocked the dungeon earlier. That just feels bad. Dungeon, normal, random. Okay. I definitely thought it said we unlocked the dungeon earlier, and I was all about it, but what I was going to do was finish the area out, and then when we move to the other new area, run it once, just to like give you all an idea of, what a dungeon run looks like.
Oh, research never goes as one expects. I'm amazed it worked at all, but thanks to you, I've made remarkable strides today. Narama will be thrilled. Please take this for your good work.
Yeah. Whoop whoop. Oh, I thought it was going to give us level 13. Wall of elements that can now be morphed. Excellent. Excellent. What's this? Change style. Applies the wall of elements. I think it might just be how it looks. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Okay. Or it's the picture for the skill. Which, that would be dope. That's a cool little added benefit. Alright, so we work on our research skills. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was a lot of them. The only thing I wish it would do better, maybe. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Excellent. That is significantly more better. Because that lets me see what we got, and then I can actually start making room into our inventory instead of just taking from the bank. Now what we want to do here with is, now that we're only seeing what we have on us, exactly this problem. We have two weapons with the same trait. So that, why is that bad? It just takes up an extra space in your inventory. We go with the weaker one, we break down. So now when we go to destruct weapons, Like, if we didn't want this, we could destruct it. It's a green, so I'm gonna try to upgrade my blacksmithing before we destruct that, so I can hopefully get more mats from it. Woodwork. Okay, same thing. We got training. Nothing really the same there. Oh, here we go. There's 2 for weapon, 2 for training. So with that said, I think we're going to yeah. So you want to check them, right? Because like you already saw, there could be multiples of the same thing in one slot. So it just behooves you a little bit to check it, each spot, to make sure that you don't just have a crazy amount of one item with the same trait on it and you're kind of keeping it down. Right, like you don't need duplicates of traits.
There's never anything new here. Perhaps a ship will come soon.
So we will kind of no back. Okay, so here's duplicates. So shoulders. And what I do is the one that has the most defense, I keep. The one that is the weaker of the two, I use as that trait. That way, even if I'm not running that type of armor, if I did want to, it's not as bad of a loss. Which makes sense, right? Like armor 1011 versus 900. The only time that kind of would take difference is what your enchantment is. So like this is adds 187 for stamina, 236 for his health, right? Like if these were switched, it might be a little bit made sense to do this one instead. But now what that does is
need a weapon?
I changed my mind. I'm just going to destruct stuff like this. And notice you don't have the little magnifying glass on the side. So these are all good to deconstruct. They're safe too. You're not going to get rid of anything with a trait that you don't want to. Like these all have it, right? Banker.
Port Hunding's a place.
We'll take that and So we'll put this into our bank, because that way, when we get to other areas better for level grinding, it's stashed away and we're not burning through them now. Realistically, pop them when you go into dungeons or like words are hard right now. Raids, trials. Oh. Sorry. Definitely on the EP side today. But now we just keep going forward. We just keep moving. Oh, bag. So check the backpacks if you want to check backpacks and like containers like that for like motifs. That's your styles.
Oh yes, try these on. I'm sure they'll fit you just right.
Yay, we got a disguise. That should be... Yeah, I was about to say. They do really good. Back in the day, you had to, like, equip it. Well, I mean, you still had to equip it, but, right, like, hear me out. You actually... It was more painful back then. Like, typical Skyrim and Oblivion, read all the books. And papers, like, you don't have to actually read them, just skim through them, but
Onsi's bones, what is it now?
reading, like, your books and your, like, the little pieces of paper can give you skill levels. As you all
Shouted
just
at
saw.
you too, did he? He just went out back to carouse with the latest slatterns from the mainland. Best hurry up and refill his drink. You don't want him running out of drink.
I'm willing to put him down for y'all. Like, I don't mind. I really don't. I'll do it for free. Like, just give me the word. So exactly that. Like, our provision just went up for reading. It's exactly like Skyrim and Oblivion. Well, when I say that, I mean remastered Oblivion. I don't remember how normal Oblivion worked. So don't quote me on that. Hold on, I need to adjust again. I don't know why, but I have not been able to get comfortable in my chair for a couple days now, and it's kind of irritating. Like, I used to have no problems, and maybe it's because I'm favoring one side, so it feels weird, but... I wonder why... Let me see in my character. I want to see something. Oh, it does give me mats. Okay, that's right. Can somebody explain why, like, I have 14 points and to, match Magica, and there's, like, less than... No, there's a whole whopping, like, 1,400 points difference. We're not even going to get into my health, but magicka recovery is the same as stamina, so that's not bad. Weapon damage. Oh, by the way, so this is kind of your stats, like your overarching stats, right? Like, it's a good breakdown of how your character like hits and gets hit. So we have, to our left, we'll just go down the list really fast. Match magicka, match health, match stamina, spell damage, spell crit, spell penetration, spell resist, and crit resistance. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's exactly what they all say they do. Then we got magic recovery, health, stamina, weapon damage, crit, and physical penetration, and then physical resistance. Once again, they're all kind of like self-explanatory. I don't feel them. We need to break it down of what it is. By hitting X, you kind of get this little thing. And so what it does is, out of 4 stars, it kind of lets you know, like, exactly what it says. It's high level and quality, provides the greatest combat bonus. We're at a pretty fair, so I mean, we're not too bad. Lowest piece, okay, we're missing our head, so if we can like get a headpiece, we'll be phenomenal, right? And then each little thing kind of, while you're in here, it breaks it down even further. Affects how much damage or healing your abilities. I don't know why it's not staying. And weapon cost if it is higher than your weapon damage. Wait. Affects how much damage or healing your abilities and weapon causes if it is higher than your weapon damage. If it's higher than your spell damage. So, alright, I'm a little bit confused on that. My guess is if your spell damage does like 2k in your weapon damage or vice versa, so 2000, let's say 1800, it's going to take the spell damage. I could be wrong. Penetration makes your flame, frost, magic, shock bypass your target's resistance. We've already seen spell penetration, like traits and all that fun stuff, so it's pretty, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. Physical, okay, that's kind of important, right? Because I don't know why it's not staying this state. Decreases your like martial arts, affects bleeding, diseases, physical and damage pulls. Poison damage. I can't talk. So there is werewolves, there is vampires, so that kind of plays a part in these two, right? Like vampires, fire, werewolves, poison. So if you pick one of those two, you need to buff up one of these two. That's gonna help you on your survivability. It's especially more important if you pick werewolf or vampire. Because like I said, you want to get that higher so you don't die as fast.
Ah, my lowly servant. You're just in time. My dear friend Headman Bosek is sleeping off the attentions of these two lovely ladies. They are quite a handful, and an eyeful too. Why don't you take the
If
good
you all heard
Headman's
that,
key
I
inside for
apologize.
safekeeping.
I will do that. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, we already got it. Cool. Forward. Wait, item? No. Okay, go. I really want a dungeon. I want it. I need it. Yeah, about that. We're just gonna do that. Like, I'm not wasting time here. Oh, for a second I thought I had a fight. I was like, I messed something up. Whee! Right, fall damage is a thing. I remember this now. I want to see what skills we have on. So the XP you gain from like quests also go into your skills. Okay, so we're almost at 15. That I want my weakness to element. So when you're kind of picking your back bar, you want to kind of supplement your front with your back. Now you can do it two different ways. You can go damage, or like one hand, one shield right into dual wielding or something like that. Let's take a peek at them. Reinforces your shield, allowing you to automatically block all attacks at no cost for 5 seconds. That is fantastic, right? Like, that means it's a great tanking one. Thrust your weapon, bolster your defense, absorb up to 7,200. For 6 seconds, this portion of the ability skills off of your max health, so the more health you have, the better, right? So, nether to tank. This, not so much. And then this ability's damage is considered bashing damage, so like instead of taking something and actually like bashing them, this is better. Now, what could you pair that with? We'll find out. So, you know, you deal damage and you get a damage shield for 6 seconds. This one increases your weapon damage by 20%, as well as gaining minor endurance and stamina recovery, so defense. Let's see, maybe it wasn't that. But you can like pair it with your healing. There's other skills we haven't gotten. That's the problem. Is it's a little bit harder to explain like what kind of would pair up. My big thing that I would do for my class, right, is I would pair Destruction Staff with Registration Staff. There's some stuff I would take, right, like Because what I would add to my bet bar is buffs and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be my attacking one. So I would grab a heal, right? Probably the regen. Ow. Or this one, where, you know, it heals me and it gives me a buff for my defense. I'm a mage. I'm gonna kind of focus on like crit. So like a damage shield is pretty solid, right? Like I heal myself and I get 3,000 more defense for 10 seconds. Like I said, this one works well. It's kind of more for your tanks, like your actual healers, or like a tank. You could do it. Calls on your staff strength to protect you or the lowest health ally around you with a damage shield that absorbs 42 damage. The shield strength is increased by up to 100% depending on the severity of the target's wounds. So that's a good one for myself as well. So these two, I would probably take one of two, right? Focus is your staff's power to apply minor lifesteal to an enemy for 18 seconds, healing you and your allies for 600 points for every second when damaging them. So actually, that would probably be better for me, right? Like, I have a decent idea. So Force Siphon. So apply Force Siphon. Apply weakness to elements. There's 2 debuffs. One, and then I can hit it with a dot. I lay down a dot, so every second. So 600 by 18. I am too tired to do that math. You're looking at 10,000 health, recoverable, in 18 seconds. So as long as you don't get hit in those 18 seconds, you're probably going to get like a lot of your health back. So I would definitely take, for my class, what it will probably look like at the end is these two. The 2 staffs paired to each other. Front bar, back bar. It's going to have my buffs and AoEs. That is kind of like recommending, or not recommending. I don't really recommend builds. I give you ideas, I give you tips, I tell you kind of like the pros and cons of each one, but ultimately play however feels comfortable to you. I'm not big into metas. If it's not fun to me, I'm not going to like preach it. Like I said, I'm not big into meta. I play what is fun to me, and it's honestly that simple. Now, if you ask me my opinion on like, hey, what about like, you know, a great sword with a destruction staff, I'm like, that they kind of don't mash, or they kind of do. But ultimately, if you can make it feel smooth to you, go for it. But this is called a synergy. So each, like some skills have synergies where you doing what I just did, it adds an additional buff or effect to that skill. If you see them, go ahead and do it. That way you activate it and it's not getting
My
waste.
friend, welcome back. Do you have some good news?
Here are the ship wads, Captain.
Here you are, Tharwab. The shipping logs that show Bosek's defiance of the king's decrees. Come on, it's time to go.
Alright, so I wasn't wrong about this being the final, or us finishing this tonight. I say as...
On your feet, man your stations. Prepare to sail.
You know, it's not completed. Like I said, that might be just a weekend thing where I come back and kind of complete map portions. Just progress the story a little bit faster.
Home to Betnik. I've missed my clan. Before we leave for Betnik, talk to the crew. Get familiar with them. It'll be
Let's go.
Then we leave for Betnik,
Forward.
an Orc island that hasn't yet joined the Covenant. I hope to change that. Lembor's happy to go home. She may try to thank you with ale. My advice? Make it to 6 mugs. You'll have a friend for life.
Yeah, we reached a new area. Finally. Finally. We talked to Captain.
When my crew turned traitor, I never thought I'd see Betnik again. Feels good.
Oh, What now?
Head into town and get a drink. This is home, and we'll be here for a while. Here's your cut of the take from the heist.
Yeah, so our cut of it from that heist is a whopping like 320 gold. Like that is not a good cut. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but that I feel ripped off. Like, I do not feel like we got a fair shake on that cut. I say that, but that armor, I think, is what actually sells that.
Careful here. These orcs aren't yet part of the Covenant, but I'm working on that. Feel free to check out Stonetooth Fortress. Maybe you'll meet a nice orc.
Why should they? Ooh, yes, we got a level. We got a level. We got a level. Alright, I'll stop. Why should they join the Covenant?
They aren't fools. Proud as the Seamount clan are, they can't deny the Covenant's strength in numbers, and they'll make a mountain of coin-selling weapons to our alliance.
Which is always good, right? Like, oh, we got Mel too. Costumes. Okay. Mel is okay. Social. This Mel menu allows you to send and receive in-game. You have a limited number of Mel slots to delete messages that you no longer need to free up space. Cool. Oh, right. Wait, it's just now getting to me? I completely forgot about that. I definitely forgot that we purchased a book. Whoopsies. So that we could actually probably sell. Right, level. More food, KK. Yeah, and we got a skill point. Nice. I will probably hold on to that skill point for weakness to elements. Honestly, like there's not. Or what's this one at? Yeah, 20 as well. So probably weakness to elements is what I'll grab next. What's this one? Reduce health, magic, and stamina cost on your non-core combat abilities. I'm guessing that means weapon. Like, so I'm gonna say these are your core combat abilities, and this is like additional. That would be my guess. Rebate. That one's kind of bad because it means you have to cancel out that skill or the pet has to die. Which isn't a positive in my opinion. Crap. That was... I keep forgetting that you can fall and swim and it's not going to kill you.
Keep your weapon sheath. Good thing you sailed in with Captain Colleen. Outsiders aren't welcome on Betnik, especially not now. Bloodthorn cultists attacked the fortress. You're lucky you don't look like them, or you'd have a spear in your belly.
That is so aggressive and uncalled for, man.
Of course, we slaughtered most. The rest fled. They stole something from the chief, but we'll get it back. We'll mop them up as soon as Chief Tazgul raises the army. You want to know more? Ask Lambour.
I will go find her. Yeah, so the... Ooh, houses. Let's go take a peek at a house. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how pretty it is. I'm interested to see how homes have updated over the years because when they got added, I saw like one home. That's all I saw. So oh, this is beautiful. Like, I like it. You got the tower. That's a cool tower. Oh, I was about to say I'm not a fan of that. Like, I don't want to swim to places. Take a peek. Okay, you know, not. Oh, this is cool. That right there is beautiful. Like this part right here. Oh, I thought it was just a picture. I didn't realize there was more. This is so cool. We're underwater. Like that it is. There's a ship. So, houses are great. they are functional, right? Like, you can use them as a greeting zone. Sorry, not a greeting zone. Like, like a hub to, like, interact with friends and guild members. What you typically see a lot of the time, from what the little I did see, is like there was a guild I was in, teleport to them, right? Like, it's a free thing. And this is where you kind of get into a lot of interesting things. I hope I didn't just softlock myself. I think we're good. Alright, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So, one, you can have every Mundanus or Mundus down here, right? Like, you can do that. So, like, I don't know how it all affects it, like how to get them or anything like that, but you can earn them, and you can put them in your house for other people to use. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely cheat here a little bit. I forgot about this. I was like, I'll just show you. And so let me show you what I was actually planning on showing you. That is cool. Sorry, I'm going to distracted now. By the way, there is enchanting. There's an alchemy. Outfit stations. You can now, like, make yourself look dope. Armor stations allow you to save and quickly switch between different character builds. An armor slot will save your character's current attribute passives. Okay, cool. So it's a loadout. Got it. Transmute. They added a lot of stuff. I know some of this stuff, and I don't know others. So this is the big one. Is you can earn different crafting like crafting set tables. So what I mean by that is, where is it? Wait a minute, it should be here. Am I not doing something right? Is there something wrong? Oh, there it is. Item sets. So, you can earn crafting tables. Like, they've earned a lot, right? And what it does, go into it, you can craft these. So, it gives you, like, okay, this is what this set does, right? But yeah, you put these in your house, and then, like I said, if you are in a guild and all of that, like how these guys have it set up, you can come into the guild house. It's a place of meetup for guild activities, etc., etc. Guild nights, stuff like that. Cool. It is cool. I didn't mean to, like, kind of blow past it. No, like, guild nights are fun depending on your guild. This is all dependent on your guild. It doesn't change MOM or MMOs don't change. Like, your guilds are only as fun as they make them. But this, like I said, is a great addition. And it's what kind of houses are great for. Is when you get going, like I said, you don't join a guild, but you have friends you want to play with. Well, one of you has a house, and you can use your friend's house to do stuff like this. Or you can just use it for like decorations. Like when I joined them, this used to be massively overfilled. It was kind of annoying in the sense that, like, it was like crafting table here, 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 so on, all the way down, all the way down. They had this room filled with, like, almost every crafting table you needed, or like you could get. I mean, when we were just looking at item sets, I think they had like 1 or 2 not done. And then, like I said, you can get your mundanous stones here. Nope. Actually, I will take that one. Here's that. I cheat a little bit, but now let's go look at our character, right? Our stats. So that mundanous, what it did was gives us almost 2,800 into penetration, which almost 3,000 damage from magic or physical will now bypass our so we have 7,000, right? We'll just round up and say this is 3,000. So, you know, at least what I understand about it is this much will bypass this. So the difference, let's see if I can break it down even more. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming the penetration is that amount will do that. So yeah, that makes sense. So if you had this higher than this, they're just weak to magic. And if this is cranked up, it's kind of like a ending game. It's like if their physical resistance is high to physical attacks, you're gonna do less. Now, if you have something that bypasses that physical res, then your damage is gonna do more, or your damage is gonna do like basically what it would do. Also, I remember you. So they have this, right? And what's great about this is it's a trial boss. It's got 21 million, and what you can do is sit here and just practice your skills. So it's like, okay, like, so when I talk about weaving, this is a big part. That weave, that weave, that weave, that weave. See how I'm kind of getting nowhere, right? Like, we're in the middle of trying to weave attacks. Like we're weaving. This is what I mean by weaving. It's light. It's you weaving your light attack. So, give me a sec. So, light attack, magic, light, magic. Notice we're gonna start doing. Yeah, see how it numbers keep popping up now? We're actually getting better at weaving. So it's like, cool. You can sit here and spam this all you want. Like, yeah, that's one, right? But your damage will input better when you can do this. Like, get that weave down. And the great thing about this is, right, it gives you all the buffs, like you would kind of see in a party fight, or a trial fight. And, typically it used to give, sorry, I'm taking this instead. Spell damage. No. What's my... Ooh. Oh wait, that's because we have buffs on. But... so like I said, there is benefits to... the housing. Oh, I'm a monkey. I'm a monkey. Woohoo! Look at me, I'm a monkey. Woo woo. Oh, dang it. No. Also, now you're kind of seeing buffs put on yourself and why I put the timer on, right? You now know like how long you got until that buff runs out. You had 2 minutes, now you're at a minute, now we're at 19, 18, yada yada, right? Now you're like, okay, you like check in where you are mentally in that fight. And then you're like, oh, hey, okay, I'm at 2 seconds or 5 seconds. And then start reapplying buffs. So the mundaneness stone gives me... yeah. I can't do math right now, sorry. I'll just calculator this out. Minus 1894. So 234 points of extra damage. Affects how much damage or healing your abilities and weapons cause if it is higher than your weapon damage. Right, so I'm assuming now it's going to hit more. That's okay, so there we go. So we're kind of seeing like it doesn't matter. Sorry, I actually read like what above what I wanted. So what I wanted was the yellow, right? I got, in 1 point, almost a minute and a half. Well, in a minute and a half, I got 12K. Almost 12K and a half. I just realized something. I don't know if it's going to matter. But I upload to YouTube and I do know something like you need to bore people, so I took a quick screenshot of when I just looked at that, and I'll have to learn how to blur or cut that out completely. But yes, this is housing. It is great. It has benefits. Like I said, I don't know what it started, what it looked like before they did all of this modifications, but you can definitely make your home feel cozy. Alright, now that I'm done getting sidetracked for the counts on fingers, 50th time. Oh, no, 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 please, no, please. No, 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 no. I may have made a mistake. No, 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 no. I didn't think about this. Oh, cool. Yes. For a second, I didn't remember if it had a waypoint. I was like, I don't know how to get back. I thought I was in trouble. I was like, no, 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 please, no, please, no. Alright, but like I said, that's housing. There's benefits, like I said, you can set up guild activities, you can make it look as pretty as you want, or like go after the crafting tome or tables, the mundanest stones, and yeah, it's a like from what I remember, it was very hyped to come into existence. A lot of people asked for it, and the game developers did what listen to their fan base, so good on them. Alright, like I said, I got sidetracked enough.
I'm so hungry.
We start picking up side quests. Oh. Sorry. I'm definitely feeling the eeps from my late adventuring last night on Monster Hunter Wilds, and yeah, I'm tired.
That fool girl, she doesn't...
All right.
Outlander, have you met Lokra, the chief's daughter? She has a fascination with the lives of adventurers like you. It's unfortunate. As chief daughter, her duty is to be wed to another clan, to forge an alliance. Some seek to escape this honor. Lokra is on the verge of such a mistake. Perhaps you could dissuade her. It is because you are not of our clan that she might listen to you. If she departs without the blessing of the clan, she will be in exile. We cannot lose our only daughter, nor is Lokra ready to face the life of the clanless. No mystery where to find Lokra. Check the docks. She'll be there, staring at your ship, if she hasn't already snuck aboard.
That's rude. But also, this is definitely a clan issue. Like, I don't need to be involved, lady.
Moloch's hand, no. If she were, we would not have these troubles. She is the daughter of Shulg, Tazgol's hearthwife. That one's softness has made Lokra selfish and difficult. I pay her no mind. I only wish I'd given Tazgol a daughter. My boys are strong, but the clan needs more daughters. Rarely does a clan permit a daughter to leave, and never without cause. Lokra is the chief's only daughter. We need her to do her duty. If she leaves without permission, well, Most outsiders view orcs as savage beasts. We have many enemies. We must be harsh to survive.
We were taught to her. By we taught to her, I mean 100% tell her to ditch this place. Like, I do it every time. Like, I don't see the point in, like, no, you should stay for your like, no, go ahead and ditch this place. Do you. Be happy. She should be, I was about to say, it's like, she said should be over by her ship trying to steal it, so, or trying to jump aboard. So this is a point of interest, I want to say. Like, do I have no legend? Hey, look at me. I'm relearning things. Yay me. Sorry. I'm not seeing what it is on the map or the legend. But it's something that... Wait, is it in the zone guide? Oh, I feel old. So if you look at the top right, you see what character I was on and when I accomplished all three of these tasks. But yeah, so it's striking, which means this is point of interest. Yep, okay, so I got the two mixed up. So point of interest and then striking locations, locales. But yeah, so 2015, 10 years ago. Let's see what clockwork was, if I ever did anything here. I did some. No, Cold Harbor, again 2015. Okay, so the last I played this was 2023, so 2 years ago. My math is off. Ew. I thought it was like 3 to 4 years, not 2. Well, and that's not even 2, so it'll be 2 in December. I feel like 23. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did not play this at all in 24. Then 21. So I mean, every handful of years. Every 2 apparently. Well, I mean, from 15 to 21. Nope, 18. So there's a 3-year break. 18 to 21, so 4-year break. And then 23 or 21 to 23. So, you know, I've been working on getting back into it apparently. So like I said, it's been a hot minute, guys. But I can still remember some points from 2015. I'm doing
crew that
great.
arrived with Lambour, yes? I envy you. Free to see the world and make of your life whatever you wish. Shackles are not always made of iron. My destiny was decided when I was born a female. As the chief's only daughter, my duty is to marry into another clan, forging an alliance. It is our way and my fate. If only I had the courage. I want nothing more than to see the world before I marry. But I can't. Not without the blessing of my mother and grandmother. Go ahead. It won't do any good. Orc clans survive this way for many generations. It's simply how things are. I understand that, as much as it angers me. Of course, but that would mean abandoning my clan. I understand the importance of our traditions. I must be sure I'm doing the right thing. The clan chief is the only male who takes wives. The wives are crucial to the leadership and stability of the clan. Sons eventually try to take over the clan by strength, while daughters are married off to other clans. It's not that. I would enjoy the honor and responsibility of being a chief's wife. I just want to see the world, to live my life before I marry for the good of the clan.
I mean, I tried. Now we have to do it the hard way and convince people to let her go up.
For the needy.
I don't remember. Actually, I'm not even going to test that theory. I was like, I don't remember if you can attack these on accident, but yeah, I'm not going to test that theory. Cause I feel like you can. And I do feel like those guards still just come up and slap you if you try to do something silly like that, so I'm good. I'll pass. I haven't died yet, and I prefer not to die from something hilarious as that. Is there a, I was looking for a stable master. But it looked like no dice, so. Also, you know, the music isn't that bad. Like, is it kind of like capturing? Yeah, like it's very calming. Or at least in my head, it's very calming. Like, I enjoy it. I want, but we don't still. Oh, I forgot about fall damage. I don't know why I forgot about fall damage, but I forgot about it. No.
Don't make me come in.
Okay, I think.
I trust you are here to help. Dark rituals are being performed around the island. I first smelled the corruption on the wind. Then my shaman found evidence at an Ayleid ruin nearby.
Who is performing ritual? Who performs rituals?
The same
like, come
cult
on.
that attacked the fortress.
Right.
I sense a link between the attack and the
The
rituals.
Bloodthorn Court is
There is a way to be certain.
Bloodthorn
Chief Tazgold
Court
has
is
forbidden
here.
me from pursuing this, so I ask you to.
Give information. We will hunt him down.
By the bridge to the south is a totem. Those who touch it see visions. It may show you a vision that links the attack to the rituals I feel corrupting the island. Follow wherever the vision leads you. You journey into danger. Choose your steps carefully. The land remembers those who tread upon it, for good or ill. The totem
We are doing great things. We are. We help the village. They're good people.
Greetings, friend of Lambor. How can an old orc help you? I sense Lokra found an ally in you. But your efforts are for naught. I cannot determine her path, nor can her mother or my son, the chief. Only Lokra can decide. Her sense of duty battles her desire to live her life. Many daughters have chosen exile over the years. I did once. While the decision is Lokra's alone, she seems to value your advice. She wishes to be free of guilt. She knows what she wants, but fears the consequences. Choices always come with a price. To follow her heart. Lokra knows what she wants, and she knows the cost. She wants to be free, but fears exile.
That is the most you decide your fate and outcome answer I've ever heard. Like, you were no help. I mean, I still am going to tell her to do the right thing and, you know, listen to what she wants. Well, and here's my question too, with just what they just put out was, she said that she was exiled, so how is she back?
Beds? Ha!
Huh. Ooh, my... About to say, yep, I definitely have taken some damage in this journey of ours. A lot of stuff we can steal, but we are good people. We don't steal. We are good, wholesome people. No stealing.
Death begins to look good.
At some point I'm gonna have to steal something, I guarantee it. But for right now, we don't. Ugh. The reason I'm not fixing my battery problem is I don't see the point, like... Right, so... We now have, attracting, well, sorry, glyphs. And, like, what a glyph does is you... like, can find certain words, right? Ta is level 10, it's your basic one. So all the ones we're doing right now are your basics. And what it does is it gives you a boost. If we can find the level 10 boost, or the beginning item that gives you... Oh, right, this one is, so Ta is a level 10, and then... You'll see in a second. But it creates... The middle section is what it does. Alright, so this adds... It is a jewelry enchantment, and it adds 102 weapon and spell damage, adds 10 stamina recovery. And we're just gonna learn words right now. So, deals almost 2,000 fire damage. Well, 1,500. Ah, crap. We crafted it again now. So this is a good way to learn what the words are, or the runes are, sorry. And at the same time, our enchantment is skyrocketing up. The big thing we want right now is to get the middle section done, and then we can go back to the top, and that changes like benefits, right? Like, so we're wanting what the middle section does. Ta is your grade level. So the top is like what it does. The middle is like your effects. So if we go up here, we have, nope, that's not what I want. Add. So we add an effect. Oh, yeah, poison. And then as I want to say you can what do we go through? I don't remember if deconstructing your own stuff increases. It does. So you can craft it and then come back and deconstruct it. This is develop. Cool. So this is a good way to level up your enchantment pretty easily. Again, more crafting stuff. The crafting, the gathering, all of it just is so fun. It lets you, I mean, do you have to do it? No. You can min-max everything. Doing it, crafting, but is it required? No. So where are we? We're at shield. Got a couple more. Disease. So we'll hit level, I would say 4. I messed up. Okay. So now we destroy everything. And we might hit level 4 actually. I don't know. Okay. So that is enchantment. We can read that. I thought these books would give us some points into it, but guild or banker, woodwork, oh boy, food, outfit station. We're gonna do outfit station really quickly. Head. No outfit number 1. So the great thing about it is as you like, you're seeing a lot of stuff be unlocked because of my previous playthroughs, and that makes sense, right? Like, as you gain more items, it kind of like, it's a giant pool. As you break stuff apart, you gain access to like cosmetically stuff. Like, all of this is because I've equipped it, like, learned the style of Crimson Oath style acquired by completing the Dead Cellar dungeon, right? So once I let's say I did that on another character. This is account wide, so I now have access to it. This way, like I said, the game really lets you or wants you to like make other characters, build into it, and like not have to grind all the same stuff you already grinded out.
Just a small donation.
Let's see if that gave me what I wanted. Golden Pursuits. Okay, no, I need an updated outfit one time. So, equip. Equipment. No. What are you guys thinking? I'm thinking I need more. Yeah, ninja. I will pay 100 gold. Nope. Stop. Options. Nope. Dies. There we go.
Help me. I have nothing.
So what we can do, right, is, and by the way, colors are, like I said, these now unlocked by pitting hero achievement, unlocked by this, that's unlocked. This is your uncommon, this is your rares, right? Like, the game gives you a lot of customization for you doing some stuff. No. No. That's okay. My replacement battery's already here. I was just trying to kill it. But you do definitely like can. Oh, I think that looks pretty sick. But it does, like I said, it does want you to not have to grind for everything again over and over and over. Like some MMOs will make you, if you want the certain armor set, you have to do it on every character, which feels bad. This game, once you unlock it, you're good to go. You're good to rock. Most of it is account wide. So it's a pretty positive thing, in my opinion. Alright. Give me 1 sec. You can have the background noise. Alright, so let's kind of recap what's gonna change and what we can all expect looking forward. So, my afternoon streams will be moved to 3 o'clock. No, correction, 3:30. 3:30, 3:45. Just in case something happens and I get stopped, or I don't leave work as soon as I can. So that's changing. The reason it's changing is because I want to attempt to get 2 days in, 2 streams a day. What I'm planning on doing is like super early before I go to work stream, and then immediately after. I'm seeing right now that I probably want to keep on the 3-hour streams. I struggle with energy when it's well, you know, let me rephrase that. We'll see how tomorrow works out before I say I struggle with anything over 3 hours, because I've done 4 or 5 hour streams and not. I think it's just added work. Causes a little bit of an issue. But, so, afternoon stream, look around 3:30, 3:45. Morning stream, I have to get my body to want to do this, so I'm not gonna put anything in paper yet. Just know that I am working towards doing a double stream every day, and you might see streams start popping up at 2 in the morning for about 2.5 hours, because it will be before work. And then, so if I get up and going at before 2, 2.5 hours puts me around 4. I can let my dogs out, eat, shower, get ready for work, and I need to be out the door by around 5:15, 5:20 to make it to work without stressing if I'm going to be late due to traffic. So the 2 o'clock is going to be a rough time. It's what I'm shooting for. And then, like I said, we'll do this at 3:30 to 3:45. We'll start. What I've noticed in the past is I do 3-4 hour streams, and then at the end of it, my brain's like, hey, we got more work to do, and I actually don't go to bed until normally stream until 8:30, right? I wasn't getting in bed until 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30. And so I would just sleep, which is great, but with wanting to do a second stream or a first stream and then this, it's not becoming a viable thing. So I'm trying to make it where, it's more viable for everybody. That is my plans going forward. Is it going to be the same game? Maybe. If I stream Elder Scrolls in the morning, will I stream it in the afternoon? Maybe. Now, I could stream The Division in the morning, Elder Scrolls in the afternoon. Or Monster Hunter in the afternoon and The Division in the morning. That is what I want. That way it's okay, 3 hours. And then I get a little bit more time into it besides just picking one game. But like I said, could it be Monster Hunter 2 times in a row? Absolutely. I'm still figuring this out, so just be patient with me. I will get it done. So with all of that said, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful playthrough. Sorry I keep getting sidetracked, but I appreciate you still stopping in and, joining me and watching my playthrough. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a good night or day, depending on your time zone. And peace. I'm out.